Okay, let's start the session. Hello, everyone. My name is Dave Karlikar. I welcome you all for another introductory IT training session today at GuruSchools. Uh, Considering it's a weekday, I sincerely appreciate you taking your time out. The today's session we have is on robotics process automation. Uh, Robotics process automation has a few products. The commonly used products are three. One is Automation Anywhere, second is Blue Prism, and the third is UiPath. Today, we're going to talk about UiPath product, which has been used for the robotics process automation. It's a very niche area to get into, uh, meaning this is an emerging trend. This is where the future is going to go, which is nothing but robots, automation, chatbots, and robotics process automation is the future. So those who are geeky, those who are looking to work on the next generation technologies and futuristic technologies, this track is something they must look at, which also gives the best bang for the buck. Uh, as I said, it's a very niche track. The prerequisite often for this track is people who have prior experience working on .NET development. So Microsoft Visual Studio .NET developers, because all the three products, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, and UiPath, uses .NET stack. Okay, so if you have that base, then it becomes very easy to learn. All you need is then the domain knowledge and then the plug and play. Okay. Now let me give a brief backdrop about GuruSchools. GuruSchools, many of you are from Indian heritage, I see here. So it's a modern marketplace in the form of ancient Gurukul or ancient ashram, where people used to go and learn and seek the wisdom. We strongly believe education is one strength, which once it comes to you, it stays with you forever. And the other good thing about it is it only grows by sharing, right? So we bring this world class information technology, cutting edge education to the ambitious people who are willing to learn and make a career. Uh, Also give them basically a theoretical as well as practical experience. As I said, for many lateral hires, those who have prior experience working with .NET, it's a good experience to basically upskill yourself, meaning from a pure .NET development, which is a 20-year-old technology, to upskill and to enhance your knowledge into robotics process automation. So learn something new and unlearn something unwanted is what the need of the hour, right? Um, what we do, well, as I said, along with the training track, which would take about 5 to 6 weeks, all in all together, it makes you a reference ready candidate in a sense. By theoretical and practical experience, you will have your resume which will walk the talk. Your resume will have all the bells and the whistles which are required to fetch the vendor interviewing. Then the trainer fraternity and our recruiting fraternity will also help you towards preparing for the vendor interviewing. So that coaching will also be a part of this efforts. After that, the end client job interviewing assistance and also ensuring you clear your end client interview. After that, the real journey starts where some of you who are venturing for the first time in the corporate America doing project work as a consultant, we stay with you in your journey by giving you project support, which makes your journey much better to ensure you hang in on the project. Because as you are being successful, our success lies in you being successful, right? On an average, we have placed about 78 to 82% of our candidates who have taken training from us within few months of completing the program. As an organization, it's our art of giving. 10% of our earning goes to various community causes. Just to give you a brief, in the recent 4.5, 5 months, we have helped about 14,000 people here in the USA, giving them masks, gloves, sanitizers, as well as uh, 1 month of meal, and about 8.7 lakhs people in India, giving them 1 month meal, gloves, mask, and sanitizers. Our art of giving gets better and better as we have more enrollment and as many of you gets a job in a corporate America. As we said, 10% of our earning, we give it to these various causes. From the trending perspective, some of our focused technology tracks in no particular order is cloud DevOps, big data, Python data science, Java full stack microservices, .NET full stack development, robotics process automation using either Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, or UiPath, Selenium QA automation, business intelligence reporting using products like Tableau, ClickView, and all, Salesforce administration, business analysis, Salesforce administration and development, and then we have project management, business analysis, and Scrum, as well as business analysis, quality assurance, and Scrum. These are some of our more popular track for which every 6 or 8 weeks we will start multiple tracks. Just to give you an idea, starting next Monday, we're having 4 tracks starting. One is for Salesforce administration and BA. The second one is for Selenium QA automation. The third track is for project management, business analysis, and Scrum. And the fourth track is business analysis, QA, and Scrum. We are looking forward for the RPA UiPath track at the end of the month because the enrollment have just started for this track. Now, as an organization, we are also product partner for some of these product companies, which enables our students to seek their path and their journey towards getting the particular certification for that particular technology. Now that adds feather in their hat because along with the training, they're also getting certified for a particular track for which they're getting training. So as this course evolves and progresses, it's also going to enable you to get certified, say for example, as a UI developer, robotics process automation using UiPath. Now, as far as the clients are concerned, we have a good blend of working with all or most of the Indian outsourcing partners like HCL, Virtusa, Exaware, L&T Infotech, Tech Mahindra, and some of the American vendors, Tech Systems, Manpower, Robert Half, Kelly Services, and all. We also work with about 17 universities in the USA towards the student exchange program. We bring master's students, foreign students, primarily from Asia, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, and we also provide those universities in terms of their content design development, provide internship to the students, give them similar training, what we offer it to you guys. And upon completion of their masters, we provide them sponsorship for their EAD, OPT EAD, as well as sponsorship for their employment, immigration sponsorship. On the other side, as far as corporate clients are concerned, apart from the Indian outsourcers, we work with various small, mid-sized clients also, like hotel, motel, restaurants, and convenience store owners in terms of managing their website, design, development, digital marketing, and so many other things. Now, some of these projects becomes a real-time hands-on project for you guys. Well, 2020 as a year will be pretty much long remembered as a very difficult year in our memories. It collapsed the global economy. COVID-19 caused destruction, where millions of families uh, have suffered, and so many people have lost their lives. This has led to a global pandemic and global recession. To talk about the USA, we are nearing about 50 million job losses. It's an anomaly. These are difficult times, right? Uh, it's a struggle. You look around, basically every fourth and fifth person in your relationship and in your acquaintances have suffered a job loss. In these difficult times, someone has to rise up to the occasion. Those who have the ability must give it back to the community, and must help people towards providing them an employment-driven job opportunity, which also helps corporate America towards reducing the unemployment. In the last about 2.5 months, we have trained about 108 students, and we are marketing about 70 to 73 of them actively for projects. We placed a couple of dozen of them already. As we speak, we have about 600 plus interests and enrollments for various these tracks. So we foresee, if things goes as per plan, about 1,000 people will be training this year, and many of them will be placing later this year as well as in Q1 and Q2. Now, to talk about particular technologies, most of these technology tracks are about 6 weeks in total, wherein it's a boot camp, gives you a very compressed learning. After 6 weeks, it encompasses weekday and weekend, 3 days in the week and one on the weekends, about 4 sessions a week. Say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then one of the weekend. It's all depends upon the trainer and the student fraternity. All the classes are recorded like what we are recording today. So in case you miss a particular track, you can always fall back and you can always refer to, right? If you're looking to work through us and if you're looking to get a job through us, these training tracks are free. If you are just here to seek the training, upgrade your skills, you have a job and just wants to learn RPA, then it will cost you $500. Reason being, we have to pay the trainers, and the trainers has to make money. So if you're looking to engage with us on a project, we do make money on you as you work for us on a project. So then there is no cost to you, right? So it's our kind of art of giving it back, reinvesting in the people, and also helping corporate America. How are we a little different than those dime a dozen training companies which you might be receiving calls or getting emails or looking up on Sulekha.com and other portals? Well, uh, overwhelmingly, most of them are there to make money and to give you some theoretical training and run away, and they're done. There will be 5-10% agencies like us who walk that extra mile and to kind of give you a platform which enables you to have a focused career uh, in a respective technology area of your choice. So what we are trying to do, along with your theoretical training, we give you real-time or simulated project experience. Along with that, we are also helping you for the vendor interviewing preparation and client interviewing preparation, and once you secure a job, the ongoing project support. So in today's session, as I said, it's an introductory session. So what are we expecting? Well, there won't be deep diving. It's at an overview level. You will get a good overview about what is an RPA or what is a robotics process automation is, and what particular the UiPath product is all about. It gives you enough opportunity to know more about this career track. And then once our trainer is done with his training, we will have 10-15 minutes reserved session for the questions and answers. So please feel free to ask any questions you may have. You can also type your question in the chat sections, and I can take the questions on your behalf. For those who could not join the session because of weekday or because of other conflict, it's a recorded session. It will be made available at www.guruschools.com, or you can send us an email at training@guruschools.com requesting the recorded session of this training track. Today's subject matter expert we have is Syed. Syed is an experienced RPA or robotics process automation consultant. He has worked in corporate side as well as doing corporate training and individual training to the students, teaching them UiPath automation. And without doing any further ado, he will start the training session. Thank you so much for listening. Syed is all yours.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for the introductory session. Okay, hi guys. Hope you are doing fine. Okay, before diving into RPA, let me want to understand what you want to get from this session. See, what is RPA? Any basic idea regarding RPA? Why we are going for RPA? Guys, I just want the session to be so interactive so that you can learn a lot, and as well as I'm also going to learn from you guys. So whatever it is, just be interactive. Okay. So the first thing is we are going to learn about RPA. Yeah, this is what the diagram that is I set for RPA. That is robotic process automation. From this diagram, what are the things you are grasping? Yes, please unmute yourself and please talk. Hello.
If you pay attention to this slide, you will get the answer to your question. You will see there is a human brain or a robot. You will see a process, and then you will see the automation. So the answer is in the question.
Yeah. Uh, Guys, please unmute yourself so that the session will be interactive, right? Okay. So this is what RPA is. Okay. Robotic process automation. Robot is nothing but mimicking human action, and the process is whatever that is called as repetitive, that is called as process, and the automation is any process that is getting completed without any human intervention. Okay, in order to make you understand what is robotic process automation, what I'm going to do is, instead of the slides, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a simple demo of RPA, how the process will work. Okay, let me take a simple process. Okay, so this is the process. Okay, I'm just navigating into the website. So this is called the ACME website. Okay, here we are having work items, right? So in this work items, wherever I find calculate client security hash, what I have to do is I have to click on this search button, and then what I have to do is I have to open a website that is named as sha1online.com. Once I reach the website, what I have to do is I have to copy this and I have to paste it over here, then followed by a hyphen. Then what I have to do is I have to copy this client name. I have to copy it over here. Then what I have to do is I have to copy the client country. Okay, then I have to click on the hash. Means the hash code will be generated for this particular code. What I have to do is I have to copy this code. Then what I have to do is I have to click on the update work item. Then in the comment section I have to add this hash code. Then here I have to update it as completed. Then I have to click on the update work item. So this is what the process is. This is what the manual process that a particular company is doing. Okay, so this is same for all the things. So this is called as the process means it is not getting changed. Even for the second client security hash also I'm going to do the same thing. I have to click on the search. Then I have to click on the copy this data, and this data, and I have to click on the hash code. Then I have to update it over here. So what we are noticed here is for all the work items the process will be same, right? So this type of process can be easily automated via robotic process automation. Okay, so this is what processes. Okay, so the next thing is robot. What is robot? Robot is nothing but the thing that will mimicking a human action. So what I did is I already did a code. Okay, did a code to um, handle this type of operation without any errors. Okay, let me show you that. So here I am going to reset my test data. Work items. Okay, let me launch the process through a centralized server that is named as orchestrator. So the advantages of orchestrator means you can trigger the process anywhere, even in your mobile also you can trigger this. Okay, that is what the main advantages of orchestrator. Okay, let me start the process so that the browser will be opened automatically. Something, the magic will happen in RPA. Let me run the process. Let's see the bot action, how the bot will work. Okay, so I just simply clicked on the start. That's it. Okay, the bot has now started executing. It opened up and it entered the website. Then it clicked on login. So here the process is not done manually. Everything is performed via the bot which we coded already using UiPath Studio, and we are controlling that particular process via our centralized server that is named as UiPath Orchestrator. Now what the bot will do is the bot will analyze all the elements that is present inside this particular website. Like then it found it is a valid credentials. Then it will move on with the process. The first thing is it will extract all the datas. Are you able to see the page navigation here, guys? The page is getting navigated automatically, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is called as data extraction via UiPath. So each and everything will be captured, and based on some condition it will pick up the data and it will reproduce the steps that we did manually previously, right? So this is what. Now it entered into the SHA-1 online website. Now what the bot will do is it will pick up, see, it is picking up things and it will enter everything. Look at the speed, guys. If we do something manually means it will calculate, hardly it will take around 2 to 3 minutes, but the bot will complete everything within 5 minutes. So this is what robotic process automation is. That is why now one it is one of the leading technologies in this corporate world, and most of the companies is now preferring RPA instead of other technologies. Look at the speed of completion, guys. Here the soundonline.com is performed in a background automation. That's why we are not able to see that, and also we are noticing that the process is getting completed more speedily and more efficiently, right? So once the process is completed, what we can do is we can see that everything via our queue item. Here guys, if you notice, means the process is same, right? So this is the process for entire work items. So this type of process can be easily automated by a robotic process automation. Why I am showing demo instead of the presentation is, presentation is just a simple thing, right? We are just going to read things. Instead of just reading the things, I am going to show you what is real automation. That is the ultimate motto of this particular demo session, right? So you can easily understand what is robotic process automation. So once it is done, I will explain you about the process, means robotic process automation, so that it will be easy for you guys to grab things. Okay, is that correct, Devji?
Yes.
Hello. Okay. The process got completed, guys. Okay, if you see, means here the security has the same details will be there. FP7503 but barrel and the France. Okay, let me go into the ACME also. See, the same details is updated here as well. So, but the thing is, you are not able to see this particular SHA1 online website, right? Why? Because this is called as background automation, which is a efficient and highly speeded automation that is called as. So now we are going deep dive into the slides. Before that, I want to show you one thing, means the queues. So we processed around 14 records. Okay, so 14 records we have processed, and so this is the overall things. Okay, it took around 12 minutes, not 12 minutes, and so the average processing time for this particular queue item is, you can see here. So this is the queue item that we have processed. So this type of things that we can discuss in detail in our upcoming sessions. Okay, let me deep dive into the slide. Okay, so now read this point. The process of automating business operation with the help of robots to reduce human intervention. In this particular demo, we didn't do anything, right? Everything is processed via bot. Okay, that is what the first point conveyed. The process of automating business operation with the help of robots to reduce human intervention is said to be robotic process automation. Robotic is nothing but the entity which mimic human action that are called as robots. So in the first time, before starting the process via bot, I did something manually, right? What I did is I click on the work item and I copied that particular WIID. Then wait, let me show you that. So this is what I did manually, right? So I clicked on the search button, and then I just copied this thing. Okay, then I just pasted this thing in SHA1 online website. like this, the same action. Then what I did, then I just copied this tiny enhance, and then I just pasted it here. See, for processing a single record, it will hardly take around 1 to 2 minutes for me, right? So everything here, the bot has processed this not for, it just took around 3 to 4 minutes to complete this entire task. So I just clicked on the hash. Then what I did, I just copied this code and then I pasted it over here. So this is what I did manually. But once I started the process via bot, everything is completed automatically. So that is called as robot. So are you able to follow this point number one? Robotic are the entities which mimics human action, right? So
Yep.
whatever I did manually that are reproduced by bot. So that is what called as robotic. Process. A process is a sequence of steps which leads to meaningful activity. So what are the steps which I did here? So the first thing is I just clicked on this particular search button. Okay, then I just copied this thing and then I just pasted it into SHA-1 client has security. Then I just update this work item. So this is the sequence of steps. So it is not going to change, and this is the sequence of steps which give me some proper output. So this is what the second point conveys. A process is a sequence of steps which leads to a meaningful activity. Okay, guys, and automation is any process which is done by robot without any human intervention. So after transforming that particular activity to bot, are we doing anything? Everything will be done by bot, right? So that is what the third point conveys. Automation is a process which is done by robot without any human intervention. Are you able to follow RPA? What is RPA, guys? Any doubts in robotic process automation? This first slide.
Nope.
Any doubts, guys?
All good, Sayed.
Good, right? Okay. Now let's move on to the RPA history. I know it is history is little boring, but we are going to just reproduce how automation came. The first thing is we are having VBA coding, Visual Basic, right? So Visual Basic is nothing but macros. We are automating things using Excel macros like a mainframe application. Everything is automated via macro. But here I have as a participant, some may have a question. VBA is free of cost, but RPA is not a free of cost. Then why most of the organization is preferring that particular RPA blah blah thing instead of VBA? So the answer is we are not able to introduce any AI capabilities in our VBA code, but we can introduce RPA capabilities in our RPA. So that is why most of the organization is now preferring RPA instead of other automations. Okay, guys. So here we are having a myth like RPA is cutting our job. Okay, let us consider a scenario. Okay, I was deployed in a particular process and I am working for around my work timing is 9 to 6. Okay, so I am my total time will be 9 hours in my office. So consider in 9 hours how many hours you will be productive. Maybe hardly 6 to 7 hours will be productive. Okay, you are doing this particular process and you are able to complete 100 records per day, means 100 records 600 records 100 records in 6 hours. So we are not able to work for entire week, right? So we are able to work only for 5 weeks, 5 days per week, means 500 records we will hardly process. But what if we deploy this particular bot process via RPA? It can run 24/7. It is more efficient and speed than a human, because a human can make some errors, but a bot cannot make error. Okay, so that is the second thing. So if you are deploying a process via bot, your productivity will be getting increased. So what happens if my productivity will be increased? If my productivity will be increased means my organization will be getting better profit. So what happens if a profit is increased in my company? If a profit is increased in my company means it will create some more job opportunities. We will get more projects. In those projects we will get more employment opportunities. So RPA is not a job cutter, but it's a biggest job creator. You know, guys, there are three leading tools in RPA. Okay, three leading tools. One is UiPath, and another one is Blue Prism, and another one is Automation Anywhere. According to the Gartner review, UiPath is considered as a king of automation. Why UiPath is considered as a king of automation? Because it is user friendly, means no coding knowledge is required, guys. Whatever means just like there is no coding background required, you can easily learn UiPath. The only thing is you need some logical skills and appropriate guidance, because in the initial stage no one can do anything, right? We need some guidance. That is why GuruSchools are here to train you guys in UiPath. Okay, and another tool is Blue Prism, and another tool is Automation Anywhere. These are the three leading tools in RPA. And now we are going to see about UiPath. UiPath is one of the biggest tool, and we are having huge market for UiPath. If you have any doubt, please go to Naukri or any job portals and search for UiPath. You will get lot and lot of opportunities in UiPath. Okay, let me show you that directly, guys. Let me go for a Naukri. Okay, skills I am going to type is UiPath, UiPath developer. Okay, and the location is I am going to enter it as India. Chennai, Chennai, Bangalore. Okay, then if I click on search means, see, 191 job postings for the past 3 days. Now each and every company is adapting to UiPath, and the market is getting grown to a large extent. See, guys, Tech Mahindra, all the leading companies, IOPEX Technologies, Val Infotech, HCL. HCL is recruited around 500 people in the past 3 days, guys. That is what the latest info I got for UiPath. See, HCL, lot and lot of companies is now recruiting for UiPath, guys. So we are having huge market demand for UiPath. So what are the domains that we can automate? The first one is customer service. Customer service is email chat service, and then even we can make a chatbot to reply for the customer, and there is some option to talk, to make a bot talk like a representative. Okay, that is what customer service is. Accounting means tally. If you want something, for example, accounting in the sense, you want to look after some customer data, those type of stuffs that can be easily managed via RPA. Financial services, healthcare, nowadays most of the healthcare is getting switched to RPA, because using RPA they can efficiently manage their prescription and patient details. Everything can be easily monitored, and they can be stored in a highly securable manner. And the thing is human resources. Now even onboarding is taken care by RPA. Resume shortlisting, then employee onboarding, those type of process can nowadays is switched over RPA, so that everything will be automated via RPA. Okay, so every domain can be easily automated via RPA. And now the thing is we are going to look after the services. Let me expand it, guys. Okay, we are Okay, this is the future of RPA. See, in 2016, how the growth rate by 2020 it will be around more than 4,308 million. So it's keep on going rapidly. So this is why RPA is one of the growing trends nowadays in this technology world. So it is not stoppable. Means a lot of AI capabilities getting introduced in RPA. So each and every process is getting, means the bot is thinking smarter than us. For this type of scenario, what we are supposed to do. For this type of scenario, this is the thing I'm supposed to do. Those type of stuffs we can easily input to our bot. Okay, so that is why we are seeing most of the process is automated. Now let us see the applications that are getting automated. You can use SAP. SAP is one of the most important tool that nowadays RPA is automating. Then CRM process, API services. Then we are Citrix, Google. Then web-based automation, mainframe applications. Uh, then even we can automate VM. VM means virtual machines. We can easily automate via RPA. Then everything, Excel we can automate, email we can automate. Everything is nowadays we are automating via RPA. Okay, in RPA the components are like simple software robots. It's not physical robot. Okay, it is just software robots. The software robots will do whatever job would be which we did manually. Okay, that are replaced, easily replaced. Okay, now we are going to dive into an important topic that is named as what are the skills I need. What are the skills that I need to become a RPA developer? This is one of the most common questions that is asked by most of the participants if I just started a session. Okay, there is nothing required, guys. The only thing is we need some focus and some dedication. That's it. So if we have focus and dedication means we can easily learn any technologies. According to RPA, just your logical skills. For this type of problem, how can we approach? Your logical skills will play an important role here, and the common programming means the basic programming like just the basic .NET coding is enough. Even if you don't have any .NET coding also, it's fine because we are teaching everything from the scratch to advanced. So there is no need to worry about that. So you must be logically strong in order to become a RPA developer. Apart from that, nothing needed, guys. Everything will be taught from the scratch. Okay. Then that is salary of a RPA developer. Okay. Let me give a talk. Okay. So once I got onboarded from my company as a fresher, the starting salary, to be frank, which I got is 18K. Then I worked for around 2 to 3 years there. Then I just switched into a company. Then my salary will be tripled. Now I am getting 54K around. And my total years of experience is around 4.5 years. So if I switch into another company means it will be definitely around 80 to 90K. So all the companies is offering RPA salary, whatever we want. If you have enough knowledge in RPA, you will get better, more salary than other technologies. So people who joined with me with different technology is now getting around 25 to 30,000. But my salary is getting doubled from them. So this is what we mentioned here. $1 1,55,000 like that. 3 years means 1,75,000. RPA process transformation analyst means 1,95,000. So salary is not a burden for the companies, for those candidates who are well versed with RPA. There is a, since we are having huge demand for RPA, you can demand how much salary that you want. There is not at all an issue, but the thing is you must have some enough knowledge in that. Okay. Then next, UiPath is emerging. So these are all the technologies that we are now integrating with UiPath. SAP, Oracle, Office 365, then IBM. IBM means, Then the machine learning tools. Machine learning tools means machine learning, Abby, Flexi Capture, IBM, Watson, Redinica. Then cognitive services. Cognitive services is nothing but these are some pre-built packages of AI code that we can easily. For example, we want to use our eye vision, means the bot has to recognize the eye of a particular candidate, then it has to open a particular process, right? So for that, what the cognitive services will do is they will build some packages, and that packages to build by UiPath. What we have to do is we are supposed to simply use that package so that AI capabilities will be included in our code itself. So UiPath did a lot of tie-up with AI technologies. That's why now it is considered as a king of automation. And analytics tool like Tableau, Kibana, and Power BI, that we can easily integrate with UiPath. So Kibana Tableau is nothing but a visualization tool. How the data is migrating and how that is used for creating reports and visualizing the reports. How my profit will be in the next year, prediction, how my profit will be for this year, means the present, and how my profit will be was in the last year. So we can do some comparison, everything. That is called as data science and analytics. That function also we can easily integrate with UiPath. And another thing is SAP, Oracle, those type of stuff also we can easily integrate. So whatever the application is, UiPath we can easily automate. Even it is a desktop application, even it is a web application, mainframe, anything can be easily automated by a UiPath. Even this particular meeting also we can automate. So let us talk about the components of UiPath. What are the things we have in UiPath? The first is UiPath Studio. So this is called as UiPath Studio. Okay, this is called as the UiPath Studio main screen. And the second thing is UiPath Robot. So if we want to run something, means we need some component, right? So that is called as UiPath Studio Robot. Let me run this. If I run, means there will be another UI will shown. See guys, this is called as UiPath Robot. Okay, so this is called as UiPath Robot. And the third thing is UiPath Orchestrator. UiPath Orchestrator is nothing but the place where we can control our robots online. Okay, so this is called as UiPath Orchestrator. These are the three components that are involved in UiPath. Okay, so guys, everything is taught in a practical manner, so there is no need to worry. We are not just simply reading the slides and we are just going on. Okay, everything will be taught practically, and whenever you got stuck with any doubts, please stop me over there, and then we will help you to move out. And the another important functionalities is, let us talk about the functionalities of UiPath. UiPath OCR. OCR is nothing but optical character recognition. For example, you in a paper you write something, name is equal to RPA. So in order to recognize your written handwriting, we are going for OCR. The OCR, what it will do is, because of its AI capabilities and powerful automation capabilities, it will extract the data whatever you written in a paper. So that is called as OCR. Email automation. Email automation means for a particular process, if you want to send an email automatically, means that option will also be available in UiPath. That is called as email automation. Then Excel automation. Nowadays, most of the data entry works is done in Excel, and most of the non-voice process is fully Excel based. Now everything will be automated via Excel automation. So this is where we are in. That this is where UiPath at its best. Now let us talk about the futures of Guru School online training. And The first thing is detailed content for training from experts in industry. I don't know whether I'm an expert or not. Based on your suggestion only, I want to uh, write this. Okay. So,
Hello?
hello. Yeah. Yes.
Hello. Can you give one example about email automation, just like a simple example to understand?
You need a simple demo, right? Okay.
Yeah, like an example.
Sure.
I
That we will
suggest,
do.
wait a minute, Sayed, Indu, just hold on. Let him finish the presentation. Otherwise, you will take 10 hours to finish the demo. Okay, so it's an introductory demo, enough to give you a glimpse
Okay.
of what we're covering. We're already an hour, 10 minutes in the demo. So let him finish
Okay.
the demo. It's again an introductory session, not a live 6 weeks training, which you want him to do. So let's respect the time. We said about hour to 90 minutes. So let him finish. Needless to say, if you're interested, once you enroll for the training track, you'll have 6 weeks to know anything and everything what you would need to know for the UiPath RPA. Okay. So let's wrap it up the training quickly so that you get a good glimpse of it, and then as in when some of you, all of you enroll, you will deep dive in uh, the detailed subject. Thank you.
Okay. So sorry for that. We will cover everything, means from the scratch to advanced in our upcoming training sessions. Then real-time case studies. So the first time I just showed some website and I automated the website, right? That is what the real-time case studies. Most of the, if you go for a training session, means most of the training institutes, what they will do is they will just show you a slide and they will explain you from that slide. No, I think no training institute will provide you this type of demo, like the real-time demos. So that we will did. And actually I am a working professional and I'm with directly with UiPath. So that is what the fourth point conveys, and we are just here to support you whenever you got stuck in your project or whenever you got stuck while learning. Just reach out to us. We will be there to help you, and everything will be a recorded session, and we will help you with the recordings as well, and resume preparation, placement assistant, and community and forum support. Everything we will provide. Okay, that is what the main advantages of getting to be a part of GuruSchools online training. And let us talk about some of the important interview questions of UiPath. How just a basic overview of how an interview question will appear. What is OCR? OCR means nothing but optical character recognition. So what are the types? We are having optical word recognition, character recognition, then intelligent character recognition. So you are writing something in your paper, and each and everyone's handwriting will differ from one another. But a bot will recognize each and everything. That is called as intelligent process character recognition, ICR. Okay. Then what are the collection types we are having? Data types, that is arrays, strings, and lists, Boolean numbers, characters, everything. These are all called as the data types and collections. So we talked about orchestrator, right? Here the third question is, what are the orchestrator functionalities? The first thing is we can deploy our robots. Means through online, I just deployed this particular process so that the process ran and then it got completed. Auditor and monitor deployed bots. But I
Hello?
showed you. Hello. Yeah. Yes.
Sorry, but I can't see the screen. Are you showing the slides?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, we can see the
Okay.
screen. Maybe you may have to leave and join back. Maybe some problem at your end, Indu.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sayed.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Deployment of robots that we did in the initial stage, audit and monitor, then managing the work queues, reporting using ELK. Everything will be taught in our training, and these are all some of the most commonly asked interview questions. Then what are all the complex scenarios that is faced? Okay, so consider you are just automating a process. Even you are writing, the customer, what they will do is they will write something in the paper and they will give it to you. So you have to even if you do manually, means what you will do is you will recognize the particular letters that is written by the candidate, and then you can just enter into our system. Sometimes what we have to do is we have to just navigate, means some each and every time the character recognition will be different, right? So we have to make our bot understand each and everyone's letter. So for that we are going for a OCR engines. Sometimes the OCR will be payable. So the complex scenario here is the OCR will be chargeable at some instances. So we have to make our client to conveys about the cost. So without knowing this type of stuffs, we cannot directly deep jump into the project. The first thing is we have to collect everything, and what are all the additional tools we require, that also we have to do. And that is what the complex scenario. And another one is not all the process are automatable, because sometimes repetitive process we can easily automate, and rule based. So apart from rule based, all other process which is not a rule based, which is a random manner, we have to do this for this type of things, and we are supposed to follow another steps for this type of things. Those type of things is not feasible for RPA. The first thing is we have to check for the feasibility of automation. That is the first important thing that will be taken care by our BA, means business analyst. Okay. So these are all the overview of UiPath, how a project will move, and how we are automating, what is UiPath, and what are the components that is involved in UiPath. So these are all the things, guys. So apart from that, this is what the course content we have prepared. Introduction to RPA. We will help you to, that is already given, introduction to RPA. Then we have to talk about UiPath installation, UiPath components, workflow design, data scrapping, email automation, exceptional handling, web automation, selectors, recordings, PDF automation, Excel automation, to live projects in UiPath, resume preparation, everything will be done, guys. So no need to worry about UiPath learnings and all. We will be there to help you with scratch to advanced. So there is no prerequisite required. The only thing is whatever it is, you need some dedication in order to learn anything. So be dedicatable and happy learnings. I think I'm done, Dev.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Thank you so much, Syed. So again, nobody learns in mother's womb. You need to have a fire in the belly and desire to do. Why
Yeah.
RPA? As I said, it's a futuristic technology. It's the next generation technology. Automation is the future, and that's where you must align yourself to. So if you are looking for a technology which has a shelf life of 5-10 years, then this RPA product shelf lives is something you must look for. As I said, nobody learns in mother's womb. So if you have an open mind, fire in the belly, willingness to learn, then 6 weeks is what we are asking to invest. Anyway, it's in October, November, December. In general, in US economy, these are the slowest time of the years. And with the pandemic and COVID-19, unless some magic were to happen, this will be the slowest time of the year also. So invest your time in learning a technology which is high in demand, which is niche, which pays 2 times or 3 times what the normal bill rates are, and get the big bang for your buck. So if you guys have any questions, ask us now. In the interest of time, we will take another 5-10 minutes and then we will wrap up the session. You can ask questions or you can type in a chat note, and Sayed or I will be more than happy to answer those questions for you.
Hi, this is Nalini here. Uh, is there any certification for this RPA, like Microsoft certification?
Yeah, yes, it's there. Certification is there.
Okay,
That is available.
okay. And do we write coding like on C# or
No, it
what?
is like it is directly drag and drop.
Okay, it's just
It's
drag and
yeah,
drop.
it's
Okay.
basically drag and drop. But having said that, these are all .NET codes. I mean, all three products uses .NET codes. So if you have some background in .NET, just your life becomes a lot easy, right?
Okay.
Any knowledge, right? It's
Yeah,
always
yes.
helps. So if you have a business knowledge, you worked in an insurance, needless to say, you understand the process. If you worked in a banking domain, retail banking, like you were a tailor, or you worked in a retail banking, or you worked in a commercial banking, you get that domain, you get that knowledge, right? What it is repetitive, right? Whatever the mundane task you're doing this day in, day out, whatever tasks are mundane, you're doing it repetitively. You can have a bot, and that bot automates it. It expedites it. It's basically it's a catalyst, right? Catalyze expedites the process in chemistry. That's exactly what this bot does, right? Humans, we get tardy,
Mm-hmm.
right? We
Yes.
get tired, right? We get fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Bot works 24 by 7. So you cannot compete with the bot, right? So especially
Okay.
people who are in the call center, say, I'll give a few examples. You want to open a new bank account, you want to open a new checking account, you want to close down a bank account, uh, you want to call the insurance agency to apply for car insurance, home mortgage, home insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are all same thing, right? There'll be
Okay.
same questions will be asked, which otherwise now there is a person who's asking you and engaging with you. But what the bot does is basically works with you just as a robot, and feeds the information once you provide to them in the form, and gives you the code.
Okay.
So it minimizes that human intervention, and it also eliminates the room for the error. Humans make mistakes, robots doesn't,
Okay.
right? So if you fed the proper data, it's all error-free execution which they gets in, and it expedites it because the tardiness hits us, like it's say for example 10:30 Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
So you will get fatigued after the whole days of working, but robot will be as fresh as what the day starts at 7 o'clock,
Yes.
right? So that's where, and then this is emerging area. So the entire, you say, telecom, banking, insurance, anywhere where you have this mundane task, predictable mundane task, meaning doing the same thing again and again, will
Okay.
get automated, are already getting automated, and will get automated,
Okay.
right? So there is a huge need for people. And then you may not be a technical developer. You maybe have worked in a bank. You may have worked in education institutions. You may have worked as an insurance agent. You might have worked as again, I'm just making up, in a telecom, in a customer service. You understand the process. You know what happens from A to Z. You worked in a store. You worked in an inventory, right? You know, okay, first step this, second step this, third step this, 10th step this. Now you're bringing that domain,
Mm-hmm.
fed the data, and then the bot does the automation. And that's
Okay.
what Sayed was saying. All you need is bring that simple common sense uh, with you, and
Mm-hmm.
rest all the complicated job, the bot will do it for you. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not a rocket science, right? Nobody learns in mother's womb. As I said, there's always a first time. Yes, many of us, we are immigrant. We left India. We took a flight to come to the USA. Those who are in the US, there is always a first time. There could be little butterflies in the stomach. There could be little, you know, uh, uh, insecurity might creep in. But then we took that risk, we took that chance, and then many of us are doing reasonably well here. So, so it's a great opportunity. Uh, uh, you can get it certified, you can work for the domain, it's a futuristic technology. One must always be on the cutting edge technology. That's where there is a great bang for the buck.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for the presentation.
Sure,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Any more questions? Anyone?
Hello.
Yes.
So does this course include any .NET concepts like basics or fundamentals, or to what extent does this course include .NET or any coding?
Yeah, whatever things that we required in order to complete a project without any stoppers, those type of stuffs we will teach. Means what are the things that what are the .NET stuffs that are needed in order to complete a particular project. Means those steps we will include this course. Means how to extract a data from a particular string, those regex concepts, and apart from regex concept, how to use in string method, how to use date function, those type of basic functionalities that are needed in a project, we will teach that. Your good name?
Indu.
Hindu. Those type of stuff we will easily teach. Hindu.
Okay. And I did work in IT, but not in like coding. So,
Okay.
like, is it going to be a easy path for me because I am not into coding, or is it going to be like,
Yeah,
how
that's
is it
okay.
going to
That is okay. But the thing is, at the end of each and every class, what I will do is I will give some assignments based on whatever I taught. What you have to do is you have to complete those assignments.
Okay,
If you did this dedication, everything will be easy and you will learn in an easy manner. But the thing is, you have to follow whatever things we ask you to do. That is the thing,
okay,
Hindu.
okay. And
Practice.
from when the training will be started?
Last week of October, we are aiming for, as I said, typically the process is we do introductory session. Uh,
Okay,
I think we have about 70 some people who have shown the interest. Again, because of the weekdays, sometimes people forget or people get hectic. So we'll send this video in another day or two to those people who have shown the interest. They will tell the enrollment. The class is up to 10 students. So typically between 4 to 10 is the enrollment classes. So once we get at least 4 enrollment, we start the session. Okay. So
okay,
we're eyeing for October end. Again, October, November, December, barely anything happens. So save this time for learning and for teething your skills. As I said, nobody learns in mother's womb, right? You got married for the first time. You came to the America for the first time. You got the motherhood for the first time, right? There is a theory, and then you learned on your own. Same thing. You see the opportunity, you see the career, and then you see the six-figure salary, uh, and then you will do things on your own. The initial 2-3 months support, on the project support, yes, we will be there just to make sure you sail through, right?
okay. And I worked in a bank, and I also worked in IT. So what are how good is the market in banking sector for
Yeah, everything
this
is
course?
okay, Indu. I'm not doing individual candidate career counseling. For that,
Okay,
you can connect to the recruiting, and they're more than happy to do it. This is
okay,
just an introductory session, so we will limit the course content and all those things rather than deep diving into your job career and your career prospect in the interest of time.
all right.
All right. I guess that's all we have. So thank you all for joining in today. Uh, uh, those who are interested, looking for more information, training at guruschools.com, www.guruschools.com. You can reach out to us, you can look or watch other training videos, and feel free to ask us any questions, and we'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Okay. Thank you all for joining in. And that's pretty much ends our session.